All right, so let's dive right in today. We are exploring Manila's co-working scene, specifically for digital nomads like you. And to guide us, we've got some pretty fantastic insights. From moveandstay.com, they've been helping business travelers and expats find their perfect workspace in Asia for over 25 years.
Wow.
That's a lot of experience, so we're in good hands.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, they've witnessed the evolution of work styles firsthand, especially with the rise of remote work and digital nomadism, so their perspective is especially valuable for this deep dive.
Exactly. Now, I'm curious, for someone who's never experienced the co-working scene in Manila, what sets it apart from other major cities?
Well, what's really striking about Manila is the sheer diversity of options. You've got everything from global giants like WeWork to smaller niche spaces catering to specific interests, and this range is reflected in the price points as well, making it accessible to a wide variety of budgets.
Oh, so there's something for everyone,
Yeah.
whether you're a bootstrapping freelancer or part of a well-funded startup.
Precisely. And that's something that moveandstay.com really emphasizes, the importance of finding the right fit. It's not just about finding a desk. It's about finding a space that aligns with your work style, your budget, and even your personality.
That makes a lot of sense. So let's unpack some of these options. WeWork, being a global brand, is probably a familiar name for many. What's the Manila experience like?
Well, as you might expect, it's stylish, modern, and boasts a strong community vibe. They've really cultivated a brand that attracts a certain type of professional, those who value a premium experience and are willing to pay for it. It's ideal for nomads who want a consistent experience wherever they go, plus access to that global network.
So you're paying for the brand recognition and the global network, which can be valuable for certain digital nomads. But what if you're looking for something a little more budget-friendly, maybe with a more local flavor?
Right. That's where places like Penn Brothers come in. They're well regarded in the community with a focus on both drop-ins and regulars. And while they don't publicly list their pricing, their excellent Glassdoor rating suggests they treat their members well.
A bit of mystery can be intriguing, but it also means you might need to do a bit more digging to figure out if it's the right fit for you.
Exactly. It highlights the need to be proactive in your research, which is where a resource like moveandstay.com can be invaluable. They can connect you with spaces that align with your specific needs and budget.
So it's like having a personal concierge for your workspace search. Now let's talk about Accelerate. They have multiple locations and an open design, which sounds appealing, but there's a catch, right?
Well, they're only open weekdays, which might be a deal breaker for some digital nomads who prefer a more flexible schedule. And while they sometimes offer discounts, their lack of ergonomic chairs might not be ideal for those who prioritize comfort.
So a more budget-friendly option, but with some trade-offs.
Right.
It really highlights the importance of prioritizing your needs.
Absolutely. It's about finding that sweet spot between budget, amenities, and the overall vibe.
Speaking of vibe, Clock In seems to cater to a very specific crowd, the night owls. Being open 24/7 is definitely a unique feature.
It is. They've tapped into a niche within the digital nomad community, those who thrive working outside traditional hours. And their casual setting likely appeals to those who prefer a more relaxed environment.
Now what about Cerebro Labs? The mentorship opportunity from Silicon Valley veterans sounds intriguing.
Yeah, it's a fantastic value add, especially for entrepreneurs and startups. It shows that some co-working spaces are going beyond just providing a desk. They're creating an ecosystem for learning, growth, and even potential investment.
So it's like a co-working space and a startup incubator rolled into one.
Exactly. It's a perfect example of how Manila's co-working scene is catering to the diverse needs of the digital nomad community.
Now let's shift gears to a space with a completely different vibe. Warehouse 8. Their minimalist design and large open spaces sound ideal for creative types, or those who need a lot of room to spread out.
Yeah. They've also smartly incorporated the ability to rent the space for events, adding another layer of versatility. So whether you need a quiet corner for focused work or a space for a team workshop, Warehouse 8 has you covered.
Speaking of community and collaboration, the Racket Room Collective in Cubao seems to have that in spades. They host events, workshops, and are centrally located, which is always a plus.
It speaks to a growing trend in the co-working world, fostering a sense of community among remote workers. It's not just about providing a workspace, it's about combating that sense of isolation that can sometimes come with being a digital nomad.
It's like finding your tribe in a new city, a place where you can connect with like-minded individuals.
Precisely. And that sense of belonging can be incredibly valuable, both personally and professionally.
So we're seeing this trend of community really emerge as a core element in many of these co-working spaces. Now, what about spaces that are geared towards specific industries or goals?
Absolutely. Manila's co-working scene definitely caters to that. Take Ignition Venture Studio, for example. They're a hub for startups, offering mentorship, networking events, and even potential connections to investors.
It's like a launch pad for new businesses, providing not just a workspace, but a whole ecosystem of support.
Exactly. And then you have spaces like Bullish, which focuses on growing digital businesses while maintaining a human-centric approach. It's a reminder that even in the fast-paced world of tech, well-being and work-life balance are crucial.
Especially for digital nomads who are often working across time zones and juggling multiple projects. Finding that balance can be tough. Now let's talk aesthetics. Loft Co-working Space Manila caught my eye with their blend of office setting and cool design, not to mention those skyline views.
Yeah, those views can definitely inspire creativity. They found that sweet spot between professionalism and a touch of flair, which can be really appealing to digital nomads who want to feel inspired by their surroundings.
Then there's Launchpad Co-working, which also boasts a stylish interior and a variety of packages, including day passes and startup bundles. They've got event space rentals too.
They're clearly catering to a wide range of needs, providing flexibility and functionality without compromising on style. It's a great example of how co-working spaces are evolving to meet the diverse demands of the modern workforce.
And speaking of flexibility, you can't go wrong with a reliable brand like Regus. They're a global giant with a professional vibe, multiple service levels, and prime locations.
Right. Regus is all about consistency and predictability, which can be a huge draw for digital nomads who are constantly on the move. They know what to expect no matter where they are in the world.
It's like having a home base for your work, wherever you happen to be. Now, for those who prioritize comfort and practicality, ZenPod Co-working Hub sounds like a solid choice.
They focus on the essentials: comfortable workstations, practical meeting spaces, and daily rates for those who need a temporary workspace. Sometimes you just need a quiet, functional space to get things done, and ZenPod provides that.
Back to basics, but in a good way.
Yeah.
And then there's Workfolk, emphasizing collaboration and productivity. They offer dedicated desks, meeting rooms, and of course, reliable internet, the lifeline of any digital nomad.
It's clear they've put a lot of thought into creating an environment that fosters both focused work and teamwork. And that reliable internet connection is non-negotiable for digital nomads who depend on it for everything.
Next up, we have WearMote, which blurs the lines between co-working space and business incubator. They even have a photo studio and a podcast studio talk about unique features.
Yeah, they're really going above and beyond to support entrepreneurs and creatives, providing not just a workspace, but a whole suite of resources to help them grow their businesses. This is a great example of how co-working spaces are becoming more than just places to work. They're becoming platforms for innovation and collaboration.
It's like a one-stop shop for digital nomads who are serious about building their businesses. Now let's talk about design. M Spaces seems to have a more corporate vibe, with the focus on modern office trends.
Right. They're tapping into the evolving expectations of the modern workforce, where office design plays a significant role in productivity and well-being. A well-designed workspace can make a huge difference in how you feel and how effectively you work.
And the Office Project seems to share that philosophy, focusing on creating a stimulating environment with adaptable workspaces.
They understand that one size doesn't fit all when it comes to workspaces. Offering a range of options from day passes to private offices allows digital nomads to tailor their experience to their specific needs and preferences.
And then there's Common Ground, which seems to have struck a balance between stylish design and a strong sense of community. They've got multiple locations across Manila too.
They've clearly hit on a winning formula. Combining aesthetically pleasing spaces with a vibrant community is a powerful draw for digital nomads who are looking for both productivity and connection.
And if you're part of a larger team or a growing business, KMC Solutions is worth checking out. They specialize in scalable spaces and robust IT infrastructure.
They've positioned themselves as a partner for businesses as they expand, offering flexible workspaces that can adapt to their evolving needs. This is a crucial consideration for digital nomad teams that are growing rapidly.
The Hive is another interesting one. They're known for their collaborative environment and strategic locations, like their presence in the PruLife UK headquarters.
That's a smart move. Embedding themselves within existing business hubs, it provides their members with immediate access to a network of professionals and potential clients.
It's like tapping into a pre-existing ecosystem of opportunities. Now, for those who prefer a more minimalist approach, the co-working space keeps things simple, offering basic amenities and a functional environment for focused work.
Yeah, sometimes simplicity is key. Stripping away the distractions and focusing on the essentials can be a recipe for ultimate productivity. It's all about finding the environment that works best for you.
And if you're looking for a balance between comfort and collaboration, the Workery seems to fit the bill. They've got dedicated desks, reliable internet, and a relaxed atmosphere.
They're creating a space where you can be productive without feeling overly corporate or stressed. It's a good option for those who prefer a more laid-back work environment.
The Nest, living up to its name, seems like a cozy and welcoming space, especially popular with freelancers and startups looking to connect with others.
It's another example of how co-working spaces are filling that need for community among digital nomads. It's a place where you can build relationships, collaborate on projects, and even just have a friendly chat over coffee.
And finally, for the creative souls out there, the studio seems like a natural fit. They've got that artistic vibe, host workshops and events, and cater to a diverse community of creative professionals.
They've carved out a niche within the co-working scene, recognizing that different professions have different needs and preferences. And that's what's so exciting about Manila's co-working landscape. There's truly a space for everyone.
It's a testament to the city's vibrancy and its embrace of the digital nomad lifestyle.
Absolutely. And moveandstay.com has been a fantastic guide through this maze of options. Their 25 years of experience really shines through in their insights.
They've witnessed firsthand how co-working has evolved in Asia, and their understanding of the digital nomad's needs is invaluable. Now, with all these incredible options, how does someone even begin to choose the right co-working space?
It can be overwhelming for sure. But there are some key things to consider. Location is always a top priority. Think about proximity to your accommodation, transportation, and even places you might want to explore in your downtime.
Convenience is key, especially when you're in a new city.
Exactly. And then there's budget, of course. Co-working spaces have a wide range of price points, so figure out what you're comfortable spending and look for options that align with your budget.
You don't want to blow your entire budget on a fancy workspace. What else should we be thinking about?
The type of work you do is crucial. Do you need absolute silence to focus, or do you thrive in a more bustling environment? Do you need access to specific equipment like a podcast studio or a photo studio?
Those are important considerations. And what about amenities? We've talked about internet, but what about meeting rooms, printing facilities, those sorts of things?
Those are definitely important. And don't forget the little perks that can make a big difference, like coffee snacks and even social events.
Those little touches can really enhance the overall experience and foster a sense of community.
Exactly. And speaking of community, think about whether that's something you value. Do you want to be surrounded by like-minded individuals? Are networking opportunities important to you?
That sense of connection can be crucial, especially when you're new to a city and working remotely.
It can make all the difference. So when you're choosing a co-working space, it's not just about the physical space itself. It's about finding a place that aligns with your values, your work style, and even your personality.
It's about finding a place where you can thrive both professionally and personally.
Exactly. It's about creating an environment that supports your success and well-being, wherever you are in the world.
It sounds like finding the right co-working space is a bit like dating.
Haha. Yeah, in a way. You're looking for compatibility, a shared vision, and that spark of excitement.
Exactly. But with so many options, it can be hard to know where to start. Any advice for those who are feeling a bit overwhelmed?
Well, I would say, don't get bogged down in endless research. Pick a few spaces that intrigue you. Based on your needs and budget, then reach out and schedule a visit. Most spaces offer tours or trial days, so you can get a feel for the vibe and see if it's a good fit.
Like a co-working space test drive.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to ask questions. Talk to the staff, chat with other members, get a sense of the community.
I love that advice. It's so important to trust your gut feeling. Speaking of which, what are your personal favorites from the spaces we've discussed today?
Oh, that's a tough one. It's hard to choose just a few. But I'm particularly drawn to spaces that go beyond just providing a desk. Those that offer unique features, foster a strong sense of community, and cater to specific needs. Where Moat, with its photo studio and podcast studio, really stood out to me. That's such a valuable resource for creative entrepreneurs.
I agree. And I love that they're blurring the lines between co-working space and business incubator. What else caught your eye?
Well, I'm also a big fan of Ignition Venture Studio and their focus on supporting startups, Providing mentorship and potential connections to investors is a game changer for early stage businesses.
Yeah, it's like giving them a head start in a competitive market.
Exactly. And for those who prioritize comfort and a sense of community, the Nest seems like a fantastic option. It's got that cozy, welcoming vibe that can make you feel right at home, even in a bustling city like Manila.
It's a great reminder that finding the right co-working space is about more than just functionality. It's about finding a place where you feel comfortable, supported, and inspired.
Absolutely. It's about creating an environment that fuels your creativity and productivity while fostering a sense of belonging.
This has been such an insightful deep dive. We've explored a wide range of co-working spaces in Manila, from budget-friendly options to premium experiences, from minimalist designs to vibrant community hubs.
Yeah, and what's really exciting is that Manila's co-working scene is constantly evolving. New spaces are popping up all the time, each offering something unique to the mix.
It's a testament to the city's entrepreneurial spirit and its embrace of the digital nomad lifestyle. But I think what resonated with me the most is this idea of co-working spaces as more than just places to work. They're becoming platforms for connection, collaboration, and even personal growth.
I couldn't agree more. They're becoming microcosms of innovation and creativity, where like-minded individuals can come together, share ideas, and support each other's journeys.
And for digital nomads, that sense of community can be priceless.
It can make all the difference in the world. So, to all the digital nomads out there listening, I encourage you to explore Manila's vibrant co-working scene. You might just find your perfect workspace, your new tribe, and a whole new world of possibilities.
Well said. This has been another fantastic deep dive. We hope you've gained some valuable insights into Manila's co-working landscape and feel inspired to explore it for yourself.
Happy co-working, everyone!
Happy co-working. And remember, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep diving deep.